What's going on? This is Lawrence D. Adams. Hey, I've been contemplating this concept, this thought for a minute. Well, actually, this week. Now, I've been thinking about, should I do this video or should I not, or do this audio? But I want to say that this is the best time to be a masculine man in history. I know there are other great times in history, and there's been other events that have happened. But in this current climate, this is the best time to be a masculine man. You're saying, why would you say that, LDA, when you see the landscape of how the women are, you see the landscape of how maybe politically, you see the landscape how it is in the tech world, you see how it is with the jobs, prices are going up. I'm saying that this is the best time to be a masculine man with his doing what he's called to do, his purpose. He is moving forward. See, what I realize is this, because I've been watching for a long time. You need to listen to somebody who has some skin in the game or some years in the game. And I'm not just talking about game like on the street, but you need to listen to this. I realize that people online, and particularly women online, can say a whole bunch of stuff. They can post all kind of things. But at the end of the day, when that camera is turned off, they're going to want a masculine man. I've seen it too many times. I've tested it. I've seen women years ago when I was on dating apps who would, say, I don't do nothing on the first date. Leave me alone. Everything went out the window when the cameras were off, when they were no longer on the apps. So let me get to my point. Masculine men are in demand. You're going to stand out from the crowd. As we can see, there's been an all-out assault against masculine men by framing us as toxic and not realizing that when you do that, you're making us stand out. Actually, it's free advertisement because secretly, every woman wants a masculine man. Actually, society and nature demands that men stand in their masculinity and stand 10 toes down. So actually, we are in demand right now. People are actually waiting. The world is waiting for men to say, hey, this is mine and this is where I stand at. And yes, if it come down to it, we will squabble for this. Masculine men are actually in high demand. You'll be surprised how much you will receive and get and respect you occur on you when you stand in your masculinity. And just the thing, you don't even have to say a word. See, that's what a lot of guys miss it. If you got to say that you're masculine and I'm the masculine man, you already lost. Your masculinity is felt. Let me give you an example. If you were in a room with a lion that just came out the jungle, are you going to feel and know that that lion just came out the jungle? His presence will be known. It should be the same with you. Your presence when you go into a room should be known. But some of y'all are like a little kitty cat. No one knows you in there. You're in the room. You're in the corner meowing. But when a real lion is in the room, it doesn't have to say a word. The presence of that lion, that fear, that unexpectability of it, that untameness of it, of that lion, lets everybody know in that room that at any minute something could happen. There comes a new respect for that lion versus that cat, the little kitten. So I'm here to tell you. I'm just talking. It is so important, especially coming in 2025, that you really embrace your you stand up in your masculinity. I know society's been trying to get you to water down, and you got to be polite, and you got to be this way. Yeah, you got to have some decorum, and you have to be polished with it. But at the end of the day, the world wants the man who has a little edge, who doesn't lose his edge. Pay attention to what I just said. They want the man who did not lose his edge. And some of you are so far from the edge that you are like that kid in the corner. I need you to get to the front of the line and get your edge back. Walk in the essence of your masculinity. Watch how the world begins to bend over backwards for you. And let me emphasize this. It is not what you say. It is in the essence of who you are as a man. Let me say that again. It's in the essence of who you are as a man. Well, OTA, I hear all of this. What do I do to get there? How do I get my masculinity charged back up? How do I get my edge back? First thing is stop running away from it. Some of y'all have how can I even say this? Suppress your masculinity. And some of y'all don't even know you have suppressed your masculinity. The first thing you can do, and I'm going to give this one for free, is that you got to know when to say no. No. When you can say no when you were supposed to say yes, or you can say yes when you're supposed to say no. You have not tapped into what your boundaries. Your masculinity is set around your ability to set demarcations or boundaries. When you say no, this place right here is mine. And it's interesting because you give the example of the lion. The lion, what it does, it sets a boundary for other lions, animals, and whoever else. It actually pisses. So this to give you, and you don't need to piss nowhere, but I'm just saying it sets a scent around his boundary that this is mine. That if you cross that line, I will get you. Many of y'all have not set a boundary in your life about this is mine, and that's where I set the edge. I set the boundary at. Now, I want to make sure I'm very careful when saying this. This is not about getting into a fight with anybody. This is not getting an altercation. This is all about standing in your masculinity. And so for those who I don't know about that LDA, I'm here to tell you, women go crazy like a cat over catnip when a man is able to stand his masculinity. They can't resist it. The world rewards the man who stands up and stands up for something. Good, bad, or indifferent. But I'm here to tell you, this is the best time to be in your This is the best time to be a man, to be in your masculinity. So what they're saying on the news? So what these women are saying online? I don't like a man. He got to do this. He got to be 6 feet tall. He got to have 6 figures. He got to be this way. All that goes out the window when she encounters a man that's in his masculinity. All that goes out the window. Trust me. I don't care what preferences or what she thinks she wants or what she says she wants. The moment she encounters a man that gets her to fall into her femininity, oh, trust me, she's going to be all over you. But you don't got to believe me. I'm not talking theory here. I'm talking from experience. If I can tell you the stories of multiple women who were trying to be rough and tough with their Afro puffs, I paid them no mind. I said what it was. Guess what they were doing next? Maybe I have to share that somewhere else. That's why I laugh and get tickled inside when I see some of the commentary of the people online. It sounds good. It sounds real good. But reality, those who know, they know. So with that being said, this is the best time to be to be the man that you're called to be. This is the best time to be in your masculinity. This is Lawrence D. Adams. Like, share, comment. Let me know what you think about what I'm talking about right now. And don't come into the comments talking about excuses, because I don't want to hear them. And I'm out.